Hey child, and welcome back to my channel. So I love doing these type of videos because it's for a more intimate audience. So I usually post a lot of hair content, product reviews, different things like that, even clothing reviews. And in those videos, that's just a place where we have fun while we talk about whatever with the products and these businesses and all that. Vlogs is where I show a little bit of an intimate look into my daily life. And then I have health content so that you can kind of see what I'm doing to like really improve my life. And then I have sit down and chat videos. That's where I let you kind of in a little bit more, let you know a little bit about me, how I think. Y'all might not always agree with what I say, and I totally respect that. I just ask that you keep it respectful in the comments if you do disagree. So with that being said, in this video, this will be a chat on my Instagram stories. I gave you all the opportunity to ask me whatever you wanted anonymously, and I'm going to give you my response. I'm a little bit nervous, not because of the questions, but because I drank some coffee and right now the caffeine got me a little jittery, so I'm trying to keep myself together. But before we get into it, I do want to say this. Listen. All right, listen. Y'all know I like to kiki and cut up, and a lot of times I make family-friendly content, but because I did not put a limit on what y'all was allowed to ask me, y'all pushed it to the limit. And so some of these questions is not quite safe for your children. So if you on mama duty, daddy duty, auntie duty, or whatever, and you got your little ones in the room, we'll see you next time. All right, so the first question: has anyone offered to drink your bath water yet? Have you thought about selling bottles of it on OnlyFans? I just are you offering? Is that something you want? All right, how come you don't show Chimp as much? Can we get some mini updates on our internet nephew? Okay, that's a more normal question. I don't show him as much simply because I never intended on making him a social media star like some people do, because let's be honest, some people be exploiting their kids. I don't like that. I do like to share some things about him, and I wish I could share more, but I do like to give him privacy, just because I don't want one day in the future me having intimate things posted about him and then he'd be like, I really wish you hadn't posted that, because at the end of the day, yeah, he my baby, but he's still a person. And then I kind of developed a little bit of anxiety around posting on social media. It's getting better, but okay, how do I say this? I've gone through a lot of transitions in my personal life, and it made me become really protective of not just myself but everyone around me. And okay, sometimes I think that because it has become the norm to post everything, people end up oversharing, and it is not smart. And so I found myself, while I was going through a personal transition, that I wanted to keep those intimate things about me really close to my heart and really close to me, while I went through basically life. So here's the child, the boy must know I'm talking about him. So here's the thing. I have watched people when they are dealing with life, because at the end of the day, life happens to everybody. Nobody is exempt, including me. But I've watched people as they've gone through transitions, they posting every little thing, and they be out here looking crazy. And I didn't want that for me, as I was just figuring out life, and as I was in this new place in my life. It was a lot going on. It's definitely not a secret. I just choose not to make everything a storyline for social media. So basically, as I was going through transitions in my personal life, I chose to take everything about my personal life offline, including content about my baby. But now that I'm in a much healthier space and I can handle what comes with posting, I'm open to opening up more. Now, as far as him, he is starting daycare this week. Not that he needs it, because I am at home, he can stay with me, but I feel like for his social growth, it was good for him to be around other people, because right now all he's around is his parents, his grandparents, people that are intimately close, but we all grown. He's not around other kids, and so I feel like it's good for him to be in school. He is saying a few words. That wasn't a word, but you heard him. But he loves to say mama, honey. He gonna say mama until he blue in the face. Mama, dada, up, because when I pick him up, I say up. But it's just, I love watching him grow. He's walking, he's chunky. He always measures big every time it's time for his 2-month checkup. Last time he went, he was in the 82nd percentile for his height. So it looks like my baby gonna be a tall boy. But yeah, he's developing in a very good way. So I'm very happy about this. So those are the updates I have for you. Champ is doing amazing. Next, say you're dating someone who's anti-plastic surgery, but you've had surgery and he can't tell, so he doesn't know. Should you say something? No, it's not his business. I'm sorry, I don't believe in giving husband privileges to boyfriends. And to me, if you're just dating, and you didn't say if it was like an exclusive thing or anything like that, but bottom line, he's not entitled to all the information. What he needs to know, listen, I could see if it was a surgery that directly impacts him, but if you had plastic surgery before, that's not his business, especially if he can't tell. He don't need to know that. I'm sorry, he just don't. Especially, like, again, if it was something that would impact your health or something that could impact him socially, okay, yes, definitely open up and be candid. But a plastic surgery, child, he will get over himself. Like, and if at the end of the day, if he find out you had plastic surgery and it makes him look at you differently, he ain't the one in the first place. So, girl, keep your business to yourself. He don't need to know that. Now, I will say, if y'all get to the place where y'all about to get married or something like that, then yeah, go ahead and open up and share it if you feel so inclined. I do think that you should share it as far as that. I do think if he's about to be your husband or something like that, or if y'all in the place, even before y'all become engaged, but if you know when you get in the place where y'all serious, then yes, definitely say something. But just telling him for the sake of telling him, girl, that ain't his business. Next, Faye, how many months after your surgery did you get pregnant? And did you think weight loss made conceiving easier? Weight loss definitely helps, because from my understanding of the way my surgeon said it, the hormonal shifts that come with weight loss definitely could help with conception. That was really one of the deciding factors for me getting surgery. I had my surgery July 13th, 2020. I got my positive pregnancy test July 15th, 2021. So that's as far as the timeline goes, that look real crazy on camera. But listen, trust the process, baby. How do you track your workouts? I've been following your journey and it's inspiring. First of all, thank you. For me, I started social media with the intent of at first I wanted a clothing boutique, and I was talking about fashion, but it wasn't really where my heart was. I was doing it just to accrue some money real fast. But then I went through a hair loss journey, and I'm going into all these details. I went through a hair loss journey that made me really passionate about hair care and things like that. So I started posting about hair, and then as my interest shifted to my health and wellness, whether it was through therapy or my physical health, naturally I started documenting that journey. But as a content creator, not only on a business level but on a personal level, it can be a little scary to document new things other than what you're known for. So me posting the fitness content starting in 2020, that was scary. It still is scary for me sometimes, because like at the end of the day, I'm still known as a hair influencer, but I'm really grateful that so many people have been able to lock in my journey. And when you say that it inspires you, that really, really does give me a push to keep posting it. So thank you. Now, how do I track my workout? I use the app either Noom or my Fitness Pal, and I track my calories there. My trainer actually, when I wear it, he has this app and it has this watch where it basically is tracking my calories burnt. And so pretty much I just use that, and that's how I am able to track. But I'll be honest, I'm not always as like detailed or as strict about tracking the calories burned. I just more so care about what I'm actually eating and making sure that's right. I've been with my boyfriend for 10.5 years. I'm 30, he's 33, and we've lived together for the last 5 years, but we haven't progressed past that. I want to get married and have children. He says he wants to get married, but here we are. I don't know if he's wasting my time or not. I am tired. Listen to me. And I'm gonna say this as a big sis, because we not that far apart in age. He wasting your time. I'm sorry, he is. To me, it don't take long to know whether or not somebody wants to marry you. I've seen people that get married in 6 months, but the fact that y'all already living together, y'all been together 10.5 years, and he knows your desire and he ain't made a move to make that happen, ma'am, he's wasting your time. And I want you to do some soul searching and ask yourself, if he never progresses past where you are now, would you be happy? And if that answer is no, I need you to have a very serious conversation with him and let him know I am willing to go after the future that I want, because at the end of the day, I truly believe what you feel like you deserve is what you'll be able to receive. And if you feel like you deserve a marriage and you deserve someone who is not going to drag their feet about choosing you, then that is what you should accept and nothing less. So if you have this conversation within yourself and you realize, I don't want to continue living like that, then it is up to you to go after the life you want. You need to have a conversation with him. And if you see that he is not willing to go ahead and put some plans into motion to secure the future that you want, I need you to be grateful for the years y'all shared, be grateful for the experience, but pack your things and leave. Amen. All right, honey, I want you to be happy. I want you to have the future that you want. And right now, if you are already tired, it is not going to get any better because you're not making it be better. So I need you to choose yourself. Besides the little man, what has kept you motivated in your wellness journey? My mental health. As a new mom, I went through some very painful things in my private life, and one thing I don't play about is me on no day of the week. And so therapy is something I started in 2020. And so one of the things that my therapist told me, and then even family members told me, the importance of exercise and the hormonal releases that come with that. A lot of the times when you're going through something, or at least me, I can go to the gym and once I'm leaving, I feel way better, especially because I started dealing with a lot of anxiety last year. And so one of the things that has kept me going is me. I feel a lot lighter in mind, body, and spirit when I am taking care of myself. Now, I don't always eat like I'm supposed to, but I'm gonna hit that gym at least 4 times a week. And I have just found that my outlook on life has gotten a lot better. And it has nothing to do with weight loss. It has everything to do with just like choosing myself, remaining disciplined in that choice, and seeing the benefits of it. So for me, my biggest motivation outside of being here as long as I possibly can for my baby is the fact that working out, eating well, making sure I'm eating nutritious food, taking vitamins, all of that, drinking water, it makes me feel amazing. So I do it just because I feel good. Next, do you feel having a personal trainer is absolutely necessary, or is it possible to achieve such great results? Put out one. Honey, having a trainer is a luxury, not a necessity. People have been losing and gaining and losing and gaining weight from the beginning of time, long before being a personal trainer was a career or anything like that. I got one because, like, for those that don't know, after I had my baby for 5 months, I didn't lose a single pound at all. And it was because I wasn't making the right choices. And I was so focused on cardio a lot of times that a lot of the workouts I was doing, it led to, but this was before the baby, a lot of the workouts that I did, they ended up helping to accelerate loose skin. And so I didn't like the way my body was looking. I didn't like the way I was feeling after the baby. And so I got a trainer to help me lose weight and tone up without making even more loose skin. And so it definitely has been a benefit to me. But honey, let's be honest, you're paying for a service and not everybody's in a position that they can pay. And so I would just simply say, if that is you, listen, YouTube and TikTok will get you right. Personally, there have been times where even on my wellness journey since I've been working with him, yes, I push myself in the gym, but when you with a trainer, they're gonna push you even harder, and that's what leads to the good results. But there were times where I was going through a very fragile period where I just did not have the strength in me to push. I just had no desire. Like, I would push myself, but I ain't want to push to that magnitude. So I take 2 or 3 weeks and I wouldn't go, but I still was working out in the gym. And so what I would do was go on TikTok and look up workouts that I wanted to do to target a certain arm group. So if I say I want to work on my triceps that day, I'll pick out 3 different workouts that I see other personal trainers post, and then I would do that and then do my cardio. So you can, listen, where there's a will, there's a way. You don't have to have a trainer. I just have found that it helps me to get to my results. And one of the biggest things that he provided for me was accountability. That was the most important part. Next, what would you do if you overheard a group of co-workers talking about you because they tried to get over on you because you stood up for yourself, ignored them when they tried it, and now they're acting like they never said anything? To me, I'm the type, if it ain't directed, it ain't respected. If you have an issue with me, come to me. If you can't come to me, Your thoughts about me are not my business, and I need you to take the same stance, especially in a place of employment. Not everything is worth a confrontation. Not everything is worth the drama that comes with speaking your mind. Yeah, you can stand 10 toes down and go confront them, but why do that when you already see they don't have the guts to come to you? So again, if it ain't directed, it ain't respected. They didn't come to you, so it ain't your business. Last thing I want to hear is about my good sis getting into it with somebody. You lost your job because you got into a fight. No, it ain't worth it. Next, you sound just like Beyonce. Honey, you know, listen, she kicked me back some money as far as Beyonce goes. Listen, I'll gladly take your check. Next, how do you stay on track, and have you ever fell off the wagon, so to speak, after your surgery? I had surgery last September. I got to 197 and now I gained 4 pounds. I ate stuff I wasn't supposed to. What gets you back on track? I'm so disappointed in myself right now. I messed up. First of all, don't beat yourself up, because when you beat yourself up, it makes it easier for you to stay in that position. Every day is a new day to try it again. Like, I ain't saying that to be cliche, but every day is a chance to start over. So don't beat yourself up. Just determine that you're gonna make a better choice and stick to it. So did I ever fall off? Absolutely. So when I had surgery, I had got down to 281. I don't know what my biggest weight was, because when I did the consultation, it was like at the height of the pandemic, and so we did it all on telehealth. I didn't have to weigh in, and so when I finally did weigh in, it was 281. I don't know how big I was. When I got to my lowest, I got to 205, and then I bounced up to 209. And then I got pregnant, and because I chose a midwife, you had to be a certain BMI, and so I needed to get back to 205 because that would put me at the maximum of what I could be. So I had to hurry up and lose that weight. But was I starting to gain weight? I absolutely was, because it's easy to start getting comfortable and fall into bad habits. That's just human nature. But what I did to get back on track after the baby, I got a trainer, and basically having a trainer provided accountability. So do you have to get a trainer? No, you don't. I just felt like it was necessary for me. I would just say find your source of accountability and stick to it, whether it's tracking on social media, having a workout buddy, something like that, but find something to keep you accountable and motivated. Even today, with me working out with a trainer, yeah, I do work out, but listen, I don't know what it is about where I will eat clean all day, but something about 11, 12 o'clock at night, I just wants me an Oreo McFlurry. I had to fight that last night. And so what has helped me is figuring out what my triggers are and finding healthier alternatives. So I will have like I like ice cream. I'll have a healthier version of it. Like right now, there's this thing on TikTok where they have like watermelon, you squeeze lime juice on it, you mix it together and freeze it and eat it like a sherbet instead of like actual ice cream. So find healthier alternatives. But the biggest thing I can tell you is don't beat yourself up, because if you beat yourself up too much, you're gonna stay in that rut. Every day, choose yourself and start over. And even if you mess up again today, start over again tomorrow. Child, don't be down on yourself like that. Next, can you reset your gastric sleeve after pregnancy? If so, how? No. People say that, but nah, you really can't. And even when people say they stomach stretch back out, scientifically, that's pretty much not possible. What ends up happening is you lose restriction. So while your stomach stays small, it doesn't keep that restriction that keeps you full as long, and so that food is passing through quicker and quicker. And so now, while I don't eat large meals in one sitting, my stomach empties out really, really fast. So while might have the same plate as you, it'll take me longer, but I can still eat the same amount as you because I don't have that restriction. Now, as far as like this pouch reset, some people do say that, but they basically mean that they went back to the liquid diet that they had to do in order to have surgery. To me, I'm sorry, I don't promote not eating in the name of weight loss. I just don't. So as far as doing a reset thing, I don't think that's even possible or safe. You just have to basically go back to the basics of eating clean and working out. That's pretty much what's gonna help you on your journey, because I'm sorry, I'm not gonna ever be the person to tell you to do a reset to start back weight loss. I'm not that girl. Next, do you think it's possible to date as a single parent? At this point, I'm depressed. Okay. I will say, is it harder to date as a single parent? I'm sure that it probably is, but is it impossible? I don't believe so. I definitely think that if something is meant for you, it's meant for you. So what I would say to you and any other single mama that is struggling with dating, because yeah, you do have to be cautious with who you let into your life, just for the sake of protecting your children. And not just protecting your children, you got to protect yourself. I would say just challenge you to not focus on the dating so much, as I would tell you to focus on your own happiness. Focus on being and exuding the energy of being the very best version of you. Do a glow up on your own life in every department possible, and what you will find is as you continue to improve yourself, your confidence and your outlook on life will improve, and so will the people and things that you are attracting to you. Because while I'm not a law of attraction type of girl, I do believe that what you exude into the world comes back to you. So if you are exuding confidence and love, I do believe that that will come back to you. And I truly believe that there's love out there for you. There's a great dating life out there for you. You just have to work on you. And as you're working on you and continuing to improve you, you will attract those things to you. So listen, it's so much I want to say right now. But I would just say to you, just as Sierra found Russell, and she has one of the most toxic baby daddies on the planet, there is a love out there waiting for you. Just continue to improve on yourself and your own happiness while you wait for it. And one day, before you know it, while you're not chasing after it, you're just being you and you're being love, it's gonna come to your front door. All right, let's move on. How do you become more comfortable with the way people see the new you? I'm still adjusting. It's really weird. Some people that know me for years, I notice that they treat me differently. It's really weird and actually kind of hurtful to see so many people's opinions of me improve because I lost weight, because then it makes me think, so what happens if something happened with me and I go backwards? Are you gonna look at me differently again? But it just confirms that the world is superficial, and I just am choosing to walk in my light and walk in my truth and just be the best version of me. But it's very disheartening to see that now that I'm in a smaller frame, people view me differently. There's people that are more respectful of me. There's people that are more interested in me based off my new body. It's very weird, and it makes me look at them really side-eyed. I'm like, I don't like it. But at the same time, I don't let it distract me. I just choose to accept that while I wish the world was one way, the reality is it's not. And you end up having more peace in life when you accept the world for what it is versus what you wish it was. Because at the end of the day, some people are just trash. I ain't mean to go negative with it, but it's really disheartening when somebody treats you differently just because of how you look. Like, I'm not worthy of more love and more respect just because my body is smaller. It's just very disheartening. All right, so anyway, that was actually the last question. And just like that, we are done here. I have to get back to mommy duty and step outside these streets. And by outside in the street, I mean he going to see his great grandma, and then we going to the park. So if y'all have any questions, leave them down below. I love y'all. Maki Dada. I'm out this piece. Bye.